You're on my turf, this is my hometown, and I'm going to be attempting to break the world record for most keepy uppies on the chest.
Daniel, I've got my stopwatch and I'm ready to go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Mate, put me out my misery.
Well, I can tell you, you did it in 44.5 seconds. It's a new Guinness World Record.
Absolutely, oh, I'm ecstatic. 44 seconds as well, can't believe it was that long. So the current records that I've got are for face rolls, most continuous face rolls. I roll the ball across the temple 1,810 times. The second one that I've got is for most keepy uppies on the lips in 1 minute. I did 153 of those in 1 minute. I've also got the world record for the most carousels in 1 minute. Ball on the neck, link your arms and spin the ball around in a circle. 69 in 1 minute. And the first one that I ever broke was the fastest time to run 100 meters balancing a football on the forehead. And I did that in 18.53 seconds. When I've broken world records in the past, I tend not to do really long training sessions at a time. For me, what I feel works best is I do little half an hour or 20-minute sessions every couple of hours. So sometimes that will be 2 or 3 in a day, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and one in the evening. For me, that's just the way that I find that it works best. Okay then, so I've just left my house and I'm heading over to the field where I'm going to train for the record today of longest time controlling a football on the chest. I usually head to the same spot, it's just a nice quiet place and I know I'm not going to get interrupted. The first thing I'm going to do is warm up, especially my back area, because obviously bending over, trying to keep the ball up on the chest, it's so important that your back, your core and your legs are warmed up, but it's especially your back. So I'll probably spend about 15-20 minutes stretching just to make sure I'm really in a place where I can then go and attempt the record. It's a little bit windy today actually, but I don't know, I haven't been told yet whether the attempt's going to be inside or outside, so even though there's a bit of wind, this is almost the perfect time to train, because it means that if it is windy on the day, then I'm going to be able to counter that and I'm going to know what to expect. So yeah, really positive session there. I'm really happy with how that went. The last one that I did there was about 30 keepy uppies on the chest, so it's probably about 30 seconds right on that threshold of breaking the world record. So I'm going to get home now, have a little bit of lunch. I've got to ice my chest a little bit because I've been bruised where the ball's been obviously hitting off the chest and that impact has been caused. But I'll recover now, head out this afternoon for another session. So the main thing I know I need to do with this trick is I've got to get my body right beneath the ball. My back has got to be arched back as much as possible in order so I can generate as much height. Obviously it's done by time, so I don't have to do 30 keepy uppies on the chest. I can try and, if I can get it a little bit higher each time, I can actually do less keepy uppies. But obviously the higher I get it, the more energy it's taken out of me. So it's that fine balance between not going too high, but going high enough so I don't lose the momentum when it's too low. So the thing that I've really learnt and developed over the last few years doing this as a job, as a profession, is to try and be as good as I can be under pressure. There's one thing being able to do, beat a world record or perform amazing tricks in your back garden, that's brilliant. But being able to do it on stage when it matters, or in an arena, or wherever you're doing it in a high pressure situation, that's what I've tried to work on, to be as consistent as I can be. So even though in practice I've got pretty close and I haven't actually beaten it yet, I know for a fact that on that day I'm going to perform to the best of my ability. I'm just hoping that that'll be enough, that'll be a new world record. So this is the Guinness World Record I'm going to be attempting. You throw the ball in the air and then you want to keep the ball in the air with your chest. It's quite a difficult skill because you've got to have quite a lot of flexibility in your back, you've got to be arched over. But to start with, all you really want to do is throw the ball up in the air, try and chest it, and then bring it down to your feet. So you're just going to throw it up, you're going to chest it, and bring it down to your feet. Because actually, to keep the ball going up in the air from the chest is a lot more difficult. It's more about, at a start especially, hitting it off the chest and then dropping it to your feet. after time, you just want to build up on that number, trying to keep your body right underneath the ball, as central as possible, and hitting the ball on the chest as central as possible as well. After you've been practicing this for a while, you should, in theory, be able to keep the ball up in the air, just like that. So it's all coming from your legs, you're bending your knees, and all the movement and power is from your legs, and you're just chesting the ball up into the air. Make sure you subscribe to Copper 90 to see more episodes of Control, and the only way to finish the day is I've got to score a goal, haven't I, MK Dons? Missed it.
Hi, I'm Dan's brother, BC Freestyle. Just been filming with Dan today. He's been practicing the world record. He's got a bit of a sore chest, so being very tender. I'm going to go back, probably put some Vaseline on there, just ensure he gets a good night's rest for the big day tomorrow.
Big day tomorrow.
Massive day.
Looking forward to it. MK Dons in the centre circle.
Oh,
you thinking I can do it?
Hashtag DC can do this really, really well and achieve it. Long hashtag, but just go with it. It'll trend.
We love a long hashtag, don't we?
Love a long hashtag. It'll trend.